2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beeman. It's the final round here, Rich. What's our next player up against as they begin it?
In the top five, starting the final round, so it's been a good week, but it will only be a successful week if they get the win come day's end. Lots of golf to be played and some good opportunities ahead.
I know, I can't wait. Let's get back down to the coverage. From about 200 yards out. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. That was special. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Oh, that looks like Seabiscuit in his prime. An opening eagle to get the day started.
Cannot imagine a better way to start their round off with an opening eagle.
And it's Jon Rahm in the lead. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
That's well played. Pin high. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Okay, steady now. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. And as we check in on the leaderboard, it's Jon Rahm on top. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. This should play. Oh, right by the hole.
Justin Thomas, who? He looks like he's having an absolute blast out there today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Yes, they've made it. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Teeing off here at the fourth.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the fourth.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Nice stroke. A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
He's in a share of 3rd place.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Going with the 5-iron here. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Oh, nice looking putt. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. He's currently sitting in 3rd place. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. And this putt to move into a tie for 2nd. Looking at the scoreboard, they currently sit in 2nd place, behind Jon Rahm. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Awesome stuff.
Second shot here on the 8th. That's disappointing.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
How close was that to going down? And finishing this hole with a little tap in. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
This one looks just a fraction too long to me. Oh, well, you've got to give some credit there. That was the right club and the right line. Oh, that's a great approach shot. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. Okay, it's time to make the turn and a good time to reflect on the action so far. Rich?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Oh, that is flushed. Get on the green. Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. And here we are with the third shot. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is what they have left for par here.
And the putt goes down. A nice display of resilience in the end.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt, saves the par. Well done.
Jon Rahm holds a familiar spot of top spot on this leaderboard. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well, that's up near the green there, Rich, in just a couple of shots. That's fantastic stuff.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Nice recovery there.
Great touch.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that finds him in a share of second. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we?
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
That's a pretty handy shot. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And after a quick glimpse at the scoreboard, they're in second, behind Jon Rahm. We have a par 4 on this one.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. That was a beauty. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
Super shot that. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Luke, this is a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. Jon Rahm, your leader as we head to the next hole. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Well played. Looking at the scoreboard, they currently sit in second place, behind Jon Rahm. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
Yeah, tidy looking shot, that one. That's a great shot here at 16. It sets up a chance for birdie. It's just about 3 feet away.
Looks good.
The Spaniard, Jon Rahm, currently on top of this one. Looking at a par 5 here.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Second shot here on the 17th hole. Oh, almost went in. Oh, well played. An eagle putt awaits. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Let's head to the final hole of this round.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
This one might need to get down a little. Oh! Well, that was like a laser straight at it. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. It was on a good line. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And we're all over, bar the shouting. And Henny, no win for this player, but they set a goal and accomplished it by performing better than their rival. They've got to be pleased with taking down Justin Thomas.
Oh, that's right, Luke. This player challenged JT and beat him. That takes a lot of confidence, but also a lot of skill to pull off. Congratulations to them.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.